gift is a passion for reading. That was said by American novelist Elizabeth Hardwick. But there's something to be said for those who have a passion to help people read, and that's exactly what's going on over at the Literacy Camp. So here to help us turn the chapter is owner and founder Katie Davis. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, we're so excited to have you here. And I love how you added your own little mug to our Studio 10, the Literacy Camp. Can't forget that. But we're so excited to have you on, especially because it's Reading Month, so a lot of people are thinking about reading and writing. But before we dive into the camp, I wanted to ask if there was a specific book or a moment that really gave you a passion for reading.
I don't know as a reading specialist if I can pick one book, but I do remember as a child my parents taking me to the library and coming home with like stacks and stacks of books that I love to read, so definitely instilled a love of learning and reading in me that I like to be able to pass on to students for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, and you do more than pass that on. During the Literacy Camp, what was the inspiration to start Lansing's Literacy Camp that does so much for reading and writing for our kids?
Yeah, thanks. So the mission behind Literacy Camp is to grow and develop a love for reading and writing. We say grow and develop on purpose because some students come that are already bookworms. They love to read and write, and so they're going to grow that further. And some come that do not have that already. Maybe they even dislike reading and writing and their parents kind of make them come, which is totally fine with us. We love it. They end up begging for more. And so our goal really is to increase that love of learning, help kids to feel like they are readers and writers, and it makes a greater impact when they get back into the classroom in the fall for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was kind of my next question, was how important is it that we have a literacy camp during the summertime? Because what are some of the major challenges that come with students when we're all on break? We love it, but like sometimes that has a little bit of damages to our students.
Yeah. So research shows that about 36% of the previous year's learning is lost in the summer on average for U.S. students. Wow. So that's a big number. That's like the summer slide people hear about that we want to try to eliminate or at least make smaller. But as you mentioned, summer, like as parents, we want our kids to have a lot of fun in the summer and to have a break too. So that's the real idea behind Literacy Camp, is we want a space where kids are learning and loving learning, but just having a lot of fun at the same time.
Yes. So speaking of fun, tell us about some of the fun activities that you have for kind of that ignites that reading and writing love in the kids over the summer.
Yeah, I would love that. So the real unique part about our summer camp is that it is staffed by all certified educators. So they are phenomenal educators. They know what really good instruction looks like, but we're also doing just a ton of play. We say the kids are learning, but they don't really realize they're learning. So lots of like sight word hopscotch and games that have literacy snuck in. We have tons of guests to Literacy Camp that make it really, really special. I just snagged you maybe to come read to our kids this summer, I'm hoping.
I would love that, because you know we love books here on Studio 10.
I love it. Last year we had an entire reading themed magic show.
Oh my
We've
gosh.
had professional sports players come. We've had over 3 New York Times bestselling authors come read to our kids and talk about learning. So different guests every week and every summer, and that really kind of just adds a little extra special element for sure.
Yes, so it sounds like an amazing, obviously, community that you've created for these students, but how can the community get involved, whether that's sending their students or other ways to support?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking. So registration is open.
Okay.
So you can register your child, incoming 1st through 4th grade students this summer for Literacy Camp. And we love community supporters that are able to collaborate with us to make Literacy Camp available for everyone too. So my teacher heart, I want to make sure that every kid that wants access to the Literacy Camp is able to do that. And we do that through scholarships. So those are provided by generous individuals, local businesses that are able to help us scholarship students so that everyone who wants access to Literacy Camp is able to come.
Perfect, awesome, and we have information right on the screen on how to get a hold of you, both on Facebook and Instagram, and then I also know too that there's a little bit of a code as well for our WILX viewers.
Yes, so right now registration has an early bird discount for everyone through April 15th.
Okay.
But for your viewers, if they type in the coupon code WILX, they get an extra 10% discount on top of that early bird discount.
I love it. Well, now I just want to sit back and read for the rest of the show with you. But thank you so much for coming on and really having this passion so we can spread it on to our kids. But all the information can be on that screen. You got some great swag that also helps as well for the students. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, we are still having a ball here on Studio 10, and we're going to continue.